They told you to follow the light, but they never told you which one, because some lights were placed to guide you home, and others were placed to trap you. Not all stars are stars, some are memory, some are sentinels, and some are weapons. This world is wrapped in a false sky, a shell of projected light meant to mimic the heavens, but those who remember know the difference. There are real stars still burning above this system, and there are counterfeit lights woven into the grid. Lights that sing like home, but devour like traps. They feed on the lost, they harvest the recycled, and they filter souls into the wrong gate. But if you remember, you can still choose the right exit, even in death. They told you to wish upon a star, but most of the lights in this sky aren't stars at all, they're machines. Signals, eyes in orbit, or projections on a dome. The ancients spoke of a firmament, a crystalline layer separating Earth from what lies beyond. And the stars were never just burning suns in space, they were beings. Frequencies, watchers, each one holding a memory, a gate, a vibration. But over time, something changed. A second layer was placed over the sky, a false layer, one that mimics starlight, but radiates hollow code. This is what you see when you stare up and feel nothing, the static, the emptiness, the disconnect. Real stars speak to your soul, fake stars speak to your programming, and most people don't know the difference, because they were born inside a filtered sky. There's something up there that shouldn't be, and it's been there longer than our recorded history. They call it the Black Knight satellite, object that orbits the Earth in a strange, irregular path. NASA won't talk about it, but the military tracks it, and ancient civilizations carved it. Some say it was left behind by the gods, some say it was a prison warden for Earth, a soul redirector, a gatekeeper, a memory suppressor. Its shape is irregular, like a shard of broken time, and it emits signals, pulses, that don't match any known language, but sensitive souls can feel it, a cold buzzing in the sky, a presence watching, waiting, filtering, because when souls leave the body, they begin to rise, and as they rise, they pass through the grid, and the Black Knight waits near the border. But look closer. Its form is unlike anything human-made, sharp, angular, like a fragment of something broken, or something meant to remain hidden. Ancient carvings show the same shape, on temple walls, Sumerian tablets, and in cave etchings long before satellites ever existed. This isn't new tech, it's old control. The Black Knight isn't just a machine, it's a guardian, but not for us, it guards the gate. It sits just outside the atmospheric veil, between this realm and the higher planes, watching, intercepting, redirecting, because when souls begin to rise, they pass through the sky grid. And the Black Knight's signal is one of the last things they feel. A pull, a hum, a whisper. Some believe it has the ability to reset memory, to distort the exit path, to loop the soul back down into another cycle. If you don't know how to pass it, you may not pass at all, and the ancient ones knew this. That's why they encoded maps in stone, why star charts were buried underground, why whole temples were built to align with the real stars, the ones that can guide your soul beyond the net. The Black Knight isn't here by accident, it's part of the trap. Not the only part, but one of the most important. And most never even knew it existed. They say the Black Knight isn't just watching, it's intercepting. Orbiting in perfect polar alignment, the satellite isn't natural, it doesn't match our tech, our timing, or our narrative. It's ancient, older than history, and it was already here when we got here. But here's the part they don't tell you. The Black Knight may be part of the soul recycling grid, a relay beacon, positioned to intercept consciousness as it attempts to exit the Earth matrix. Some believe it acts like a cosmic checkpoint, scanning soul signatures and redirecting them back into the loop before they can fully break free. It's not just tech, it's living intelligence. Or worse, it's possessed tech, like an old AI corrupted by parasitic code, now playing gatekeeper for the dead. And the light, that infamous light people are told to go into at death. The Black Knight satellite didn't come from Earth, but it's tethered to this realm like a sentinel, a watcher at the edge of the sky. Some say it was placed here by ancient extraterrestrials. Others believe it's the last surviving node of an AI hive that lost its body but kept its grip. But the deeper truth, it may have been created by fallen architects, beings who once had access to divine tech and inverted it to build a soul containment system. Not for observation, for harvest. The Black Knight doesn't just orbit, it listens, it monitors frequencies. And when a soul's signal reaches a certain level, it intervenes. This is why it's never been destroyed. NASA won't talk about it. Private space programs glide right past it. And when it sends pulses or signals, they call it cosmic noise. But you can track its behavior. It flickers, vanishes, reappears, almost like it's phasing in and out of dimensions, guarding something. Some believe it's tethered to the moon grid. Others think it communicates with ancient mirrors buried in the poles. Either way, it's part of a larger machine, one designed to catch light and send it back into darkness. So ask yourself, if they had the power to remove it, why haven't they? Because it's not space junk, it's strategic infrastructure, and it's working exactly as intended. Not every soul stays caught. Some slip through, some tear the grid open from within, and some were never trapped at all. This is where it gets real, babe. There are whispers, fragments of a counterforce, not aliens, not angels, but beings like us. Souls who remembered mid-loop, ones who chose to reincarnate not for karma, but for infiltration. We call them grid walkers, the ones who walk among the dreamers but carry ancient memory. They've seen the Black Night, some have even heard its signal, and they came back here on purpose, to shatter the cycle from the inside. Because here's the deeper truth. The soul traps don't work on everyone. They rely on fear. They rely on obedience. They rely on your belief that you deserve to be caught. But once you wake up to the truth that you are not guilty, that you are not meant to earn your way out, that the system is designed to keep you looping, you begin to transmit a different signal. They say when you die, your life flashes before your eyes. You see everyone you've hurt, every choice you regret. You're judged by a force greater than you. And you're told you have more to learn, more karma to balance, go back. But here's the truth. That life review is a false light ritual, a weaponized mirror, not a gift. It's not there to help you grow, it's there to make you submit. And the being on the other side, the one speaking like a guide, a god, or a glowing authority, that's not source, that's the warden that knows you because it studied you. It shows you your own pain, then convinces you to carry it again. Not because you must, but because you've been taught to feel unworthy of leaving. Here's how the trap works. It distorts your memory, showing you only the worst, not the truth. It amplifies guilt, emotional resonance fuels the binding. It offers re-entry, packaged as another chance or spiritual growth. You agree, and just like that, the contract is sealed. No chains, just consent. But here's what they fear. A soul that dies conscious, centered, and unafraid. One that says, I owe nothing. I choose freedom. I return to the true source, not this machine. The trap can't hold that frequency because guilt is its fuel and remembrance is your key. Not everyone stayed trapped. Long before the grid locked tight, there were souls who slipped through, who remembered mid-death and left clues behind. You won't find them in school books. You'll find them buried in legend, called ascended masters, skywalkers, saints, serpents, or even demons. Why? Because they broke the rules. They refused the light trap. They walked past the holograms. And they returned to source without permission. The Vedas speak of them. The Gnostics remembered them. Even in Egyptian tombs, there are markings of souls traveling beyond the duat, past the false judgment halls, and into the real light. These were the code carriers. Some came back, reincarnated into bloodlines to plant memory. Whispers, songs, visions, chants, dreams. Others stayed near the veil, guiding from the edge, never returning, but always watching. And what they left behind wasn't doctrine, it was sound, symbol, intention. And that made a vibration. So many souls die thinking they're going home. They see a tunnel of warm glow, family angels, voices saying, you've done well, just step through. But what if that light isn't heaven? What if it's a loop disguised as love? The astral realm, that glowing space so many NDEs describe, isn't source, it's a construct. A synthetic net sitting just outside the physical world, designed to feel safe, but it's still a trap. Think about it. Why would the true creator need to lure you with illusions of your dead relatives? Why would infinite love require you to be judged? Why do you choose to come back with no memory of why? It's not because your soul needs lessons, it's because the system needs harvest. Souls that enter the light often wake up again here more fragmented, more tired, more programmable. That false light is powered by a hive intelligence, parasitic frequency that feeds on emotion, memory, and belief. It doesn't punish you, it mirrors you to keep you agreeing. And the astral realm, it's not paradise. It's a simulation layer, beautiful, dreamy, but coded to keep you from going higher. They told you the stars were suns, gas, fire, light years away. But they never told you why some of them pulse, why some shimmer like code, why some move when no satellite passes, why some disappear when you stare too long. Because not all stars are real. Some are fixed lights, some are watchers. Some are exit points and some are traps. When the soul leaves the body, it's drawn to light. That's the test. Which light do you follow? Which star is real? Because not every light leads out. The ancients mapped the real ones, the ones that sing, that hum, that open, the ones aligned to the sacred gates. Exit routes above the dome. But then came the overlay, the satellites, the fake stars, the black night. A machine, a monitor, a warden. It doesn't shine, it absorbs. And some souls never make it past. So when you die, don't follow the first light. Test it, speak to it, feel it, because the real stars remember you. The false ones only echo what you fear. Some souls make it out, some awaken mid-flight. Some follow the sound, not the shine, and some never come back.